Hello. Sorry. I know I said Friday in my last video, but I was super tired after work on Friday and Saturday that I just didn't record a video, so I'm sorry. So this video I'm going to talk about getting a phone in Takasaki. So I think if you live in Tokyo or any of the biggest cities, Osaka or whatnot, it's probably quite different maybe because you can get a lot more variety of SIM-free phones. And that's going to be a big topic here. The difference between SIM-free, prepaid and on a plan. So there aren't that many SIM-free phones in Japan, especially iPhones. So if you want to buy an iPhone, you kind of have to either online buy it, go to an Apple store, or go to Big Camera or any of the big electronic stores and buy a phone there. But if you do go to those stores, you will probably be required to buy as well a contract plan. So knowing this, I had attempted to get a SIM-free phone online. My friend had told me that you could get no SIM phones on the online website, and you could buy and pay for it at the convenience store. It's like they'd send it to the convenience store, you would go pick it up. However, I couldn't get that option, so it really annoyed me. So then I just decided that I would put my big girl pants on and I would go to Big Camera and I would buy a phone and I would get a contract. Simple as. However, I live in a city, it's Takasaki in Japan, in Gunma, and it's always referred to as the countryside. Now for me, I grew up in a tiny village in England. This is not the countryside, this is a city, but countryside. And so people can speak English, however, people in Japan are very shy and they're very scared of making mistakes. And so many people won't speak to you in English. They might look a bit scared. So I was like, yay, this is going to be fun. So I walk to a Big Camera. I'm standing around. I am making eye contact with people, looking over, looking back. And they're all whispering, looking at me. So I know they're talking. And then a man approaches and he says, oh, I can speak English. Can I help you? And I was like, yes. I want to buy a phone. And then he starts to rattle off well, you can't get a SIM-free phone, especially if you want an iPhone and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's okay. I understand. I just want a simple plan. Nothing fancy, nothing big, simple plan. And so he goes, okay, we can do that. Do you have your residence card? So I hand him over my residence card. Then he asked me for my bank card. So I show him my bank card. And then he goes, do you have your passport? And I was like, at home. And so he was like, right, if you can come back and get it, we can sort it out. So I race home. I'm running home to grab my passport to buy this phone. I come back, the man shows up. And because if you're not a permanent resident, they need your passport. So if you run away, they can track you, I think. Because there's a history of foreigners just leaving and not paying for stuff. So people in Japan are very wary, which is why some foreigners can't get an apartment. They can't take out car loans, I think, without special placements put involved. So I go through it, I sit down, he shows me some videos in English explaining what's going to happen, the plans, simple contract stuff. And then after we put in all the details, we pick the number, we've picked the phone, it's all ready. We're waiting because you have to pass a test. I presume this is just a test to make sure you can pay for it, to make sure everything's in detail so that when you get your phone it's yours. And so we're waiting, it takes half an hour. And he starts asking me questions why are you here? How did you find this place? And I'm like, well, I live in Takasaki and this is Big Camera. He went, no, why did you come to Japan? So I was like, oh, I really wanted to visit it. I've wanted to visit Japan for a long time. So we have very, very simple conversation. He tells me about hiragana and katakana And I do that polite, oh, that's interesting. Even though I've already heard of it. Like, the man's setting up my mobile phone. I can't be rude. So, yeah. It's really quick. This isn't really detailed. It's just me rambling about getting a phone. If you would like a more detailed, like, step-by-step video about how to get a phone, please let me know. Write it in the comments. Let me know. Tell me. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end it today. At some point next week, I will obviously do the taste test of the Pokemon sweets and tell you about my friend's Japanese wedding. But other than that, I'll see you later. Sorry for rambling at you for about 5 minutes. Please enjoy the rest. Okay, see you!